Hey you guys, welcome to the channel. This is Cameron and I'm here for another review of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 episode 4. But before I get into the review, if you could please comment, like, and subscribe, that'd be very great to my channel. Hey, you never know who could be watching, but Brit, if you watching, you ain't gonna like what I gotta say. But I hope you ain't got no pistol or whips or chains or anything for me, okay? But let's get into this review because we definitely gotta get into Brit. Because what was Brit thinking? We start the episode off with Brit and Angela meeting up. They're outside, just getting some exercise in and talking, catching up. And we see Angela alone, but we see Brit with a stroller. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe she, brought her niece and nephew because she ain't got no kids. No, she brought her dog.
I don't know, this bitch is stupid. Ugh.
Why does your dog have a damn stroller? Why do you have this dog in the damn stroller? Like, I'm confused. It has not 4 legs. Why are you not letting it walk? Like, I can understand if this is a disabled dog or something, but that dog is completely fine. Let it walk. She done already pissed me off, and we ain't even into the damn review. Damn. So Angela and Brit, they're walking around outside, and Angela lets her know that, she's having issues with her sister. They're kind of at odds, and that she also is having issues with her mom. She said that her mom kind of basically told her opinion to Charles. And basically Angela's saying that, she should have never mixed her relationship with her family. And I agree with that. I feel like no one should know every single detail about you, especially as a friend or a family member. Like, I don't even know every detail of your life, and vice versa. You don't need to know every detail of my life. Then we see Brit also mention her issues with her sisters, just trying to relate with Angela, let her know that she's not the only one. And then Angela mentions that she wants to, fix the issues with Shamia. And me personally, I just feel like it's all Shamia. Shamia's in her damn head. Shamia just doing too much, in my opinion. It's not that deep. Again, like I said in the previous video, Angela is Drew's representative and Shamia is Portia's representative. So
what's not clicking? What's not clicking?
So in the midst of Angela trying to keep the peace, here go Brit again, bringing up Kenya, mentioning how she's snooty and...
Girl, please stop talking. Please stop talking right now. Because you know what?
It's just Brit, unless the production is purposely hiding the evidence showing where you're claiming that she is being rude to you or she's not being the kindest to you, I would love to see it.
I would like to see it.
Because, like, I'm just confused as to why do you have this fixation for her? Like, there's other women in this group. Why are you so fixated on Kenya?
It's getting weird.
Next thing we have Shamia. She's sitting by the pool, Gucci down.
Oh, she's taking it.
As she's sitting outside, her sister arrives, and Shamia, talking with her, and she wants her to hear her new song, and it's called Never Had. Her sister says she loves the song, and I mean, I wouldn't expect anything different. Like, her family's always supportive of her. So Shamia mentions she got an invite to Angela's bank dinner, and she's actually surprised considering how she was joking about her nose. And I ain't gonna lie, if I was Angela, she wouldn't have got an invite. I would like, bitches want to talk about my nose? Well, bitch, talk at home, okay? You ain't gonna talk at this dinner. What took me out was Shamia in her confessional when she said, your nose is mine. Shamia. Next thing we see Portia meeting up with her business partners in regard, because she does have 2 businesses. I know she has the Go Naked Hair, and then she has Pamper with Portia. And in this scene, we see her cousin Londi, and rest in peace to Londi. I liked her when she was on Portia's Family Matters, and I wish that they had another season because I really enjoy the Portia Family Matters. But yes, rest in peace to Lundy. It was nice seeing her on there. So Portia's, talking about her business. She said at one point she was trying to retire at 40, but clearly that didn't end right with her and Simon. So now she's just trying to get back into her business and just wants to expand and wants to be taken serious. Then Portia brings up that she, again, does not want Dennis to film with Drew, and then says that it's given single white female with Drew.
I beg you, please stop.
I don't believe that Drew wants to be you. I mean, you're talking about y'all wearing the same hair. I mean, you did reach out to her to put her on as an ambassador. It wasn't as if Drew asked to become one. I just feel like Drew's not trying to be you. Like, at all. I don't see it. I mean, again, we're not there to see what all is being done, but I don't believe that Drew was trying to be her. I'm like, okay. Then she mentions that Drew is somehow not doing what her contract says. And I wonder what exactly could that be, because if it's she's not doing photo shoots, can't be, because she's doing photo shoots clearly without your permission. So if that's what that is, then I guess so. Then she talks about she has all these different departments for her business. I'm sorry, and production shady as hell. When she was naming off the different departments, and it said AKA Portia, they spell Portia different ways. Next scene, we see Drew and Ralph. They're outside with the kids while he's doing some practices with the children. The children ask, can mommy join? Can she come in? And then he's like, yeah, go for it. Don't tear an Achilles. So Drew's talking about, that they're co-parenting very well. And before I know it, I see where Ralph has a confessional. I think it's crazy that he got a confessional before Kenya.
Okay.
So, you getting that?
I'm getting it. I don't get it.
It's crazy that y'all really doing that to my girl. Like, damn, like she can't at least speak her piece throughout her duration on the show. But we'll talk about that a little later. As they're talking, Ralph says that one of the sons saw an article where they were getting divorced, and Drew mentions that, she hasn't said anything because, I feel like it'll be real. And yeah, it'll definitely feel like it's real. For me, I can't speak for anybody else, but I would want to hear that my parents are getting divorced through my parents than a blog or, kids at school. Because these kids be on the internet, these kids be knowing it all. So they think because these kids are young, these kids be on it. Especially like on TikTok, all they gotta do is put in TikTok and put in their mother's name, and then boom, they can see what's going on. So hopefully she does sit down and let them know. Ralph also mentions where he saw articles where Drew has called him a narcissist, and he's like, cut it out. And she's like, you are a narcissist.
You better say that then.
I did.
And in the confessional, they're saying, what's the definition of a narcissist? And in that moment, I'm completely Drew. I don't know what narcissist and gaslighting mean. I be hearing it all the time. I don't know. Like, call me slow. I don't know. It's just 2 words. Like, someone has to, put it out. Like, that is gaslighting. Got it. That is being narcissistic. Got it. But me, I'm not the type where I'd be like, oh, they're a gaslighter, oh, they're narcissistic, because I don't truly fully know the definition. And that's a lot of people. At least I can admit to say that I don't fully know it. So I don't say words that I don't know.
Now check that.
Then we see Ralph doing a ATL cribs of him in the basement. And hey, it's a decked out basement. Like, he's clearly living his, bachelor life in that basement. But at some point, you're gonna have to get you a new home. Like, you're gonna have to get you a place. You can't live in the basement forever. Next thing we have is Kelly. She's meeting up at Kenya's spa, and it just looks beautiful, looks clean, it just looks like ready to go. As they're seating, Kenya looks over and she sees this big old man by the door. She's like, what you got a bodyguard for? And Kelly's like, you have the MARK, I have the MARK. And she lets us know that he's abusive, you should say. And I feel like it could be physically. All we can say is verbally she hasn't said, but clearly it has been verbal, because she said while they were in court, he threatened to kill her. So the fact that you said that in court in front of the judge and police officers and things of that nature, I can only imagine how you were when y'all were alone. He also told her that he would close the business down, that she can't have anything without him. And it's just, I don't know what their relationship is, but that's just terrible that you want the mother of your children to not have anything. Like, I would just like to know, what happened in full death, but I don't think that we would get that, which is understandable. But I would like to know, what happened where this man does not see it for you? Like, what happened? And not necessarily saying that she did anything. It could be all on him. I thought it was funny when Kenya said, he tried to color purple you. And she was like, right? She was like, he tried to. She said, but I waiting to exhale his ass. So Kenya gets into her business, and she's saying that she has spent either up to or over $400,000 towards her spa. And then she mentions that, she spent some of Brooklyn's college fund. I personally don't believe that she spent the college fund, but I do believe that she has spent a huge chunk of her money towards the spa. And of course, when you put a lot of money and time towards something, you will want it to excel. You want it to do good. And so it could be quite scary if you did all of this just for it to go nowhere. I thought it was very beautiful in that moment for Kelly to embrace her and to let her know, hey, everything's gonna work out. When God gives you a plan, if you believe in it, you manifest it, it will happen. Again, another Kenya moment that is limited, but it was worth seeing. And next thing we see Brit meeting with her sister, Cher. They're sitting down to talk about their issues. The sister basically feels like Brit don't spend time with nobody. She always spends time with her man. And my man, where's my man? And then if she do spend time with her, it's with her and her man. And Brit feels that Cher is somewhat jealous, or she's envy, or she feels a way because she's not in the best relationship, or she's not in a relationship. No, ma'am, I don't think that's the case at all. I think it's exactly what the sister said. She wants a relationship with you. She does not want to have a relationship with you and your husband. She don't want that. Like, you, her sister, like, she should not have to talk to him and you. It should just be you. So at the end of that dinner, they do get to some resolve, and then she mentions that, oh, her husband is calling her. And why is he calling you? Like, does he not know that you're out with your sister? Something's wrong. Something is absolutely wrong. Either he's insecure, or I don't know, because why is he constantly calling you if he knows that you're out with your sister? Like,
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
I don't know. But I'm glad that they was able to get to a resolution. Next thing, we have Drew arriving to the studio. Dennis is there. They're, still doing the music. I think they're finishing up or doing like some final touches on the album. So Drew talks to Dennis about Portia being mad about her filming with him. And, Dennis is like, hey, Portia was over in Africa eating fufu. She was living her happily African married life. And this was not a problem. But now that the divorce is here, she ain't got that lifestyle that she promised that she would have coming to the show. Now she wants to have this storyline with Drew, and that, oh, I don't want you filming with him. I promise you, if Portia was still happily married with Simon, Portia would not give a damn, and I feel like Portia and Drew will probably be cool this season if she was, because Dennis, who's Dennis? Dennis is the BD. But I feel like Portia's the type where, like, if anything happens with the relationship, she can always rely back on Dennis to be like putting her hand. He'll do whatever she say and all that. I truly feel like it was not a problem while they were together, but now that they're no longer together, now it's a problem because you need a storyline. Drew mentions in her confessional that, that at this point, the door is closed in regards of, just trying to speak to Portia about the situation. If she never does, then hey, she just never does. Hello! And Drew, you should have been on that. I would have ended it way earlier, but okay. So next thing, we have Angela. She's arriving at her bank dinner, and the decor, just everything, it looked beautiful. So Brit arrives, she looks nice. Drew arrives, and Drew's giving the full lyric of Glorilla's How I Look, laughing to the bank with my titties out, because Drew looked good.
Oh, she's taking it.
Then we see Portia arrive.
Baby, she ain't cute. Yeah, no.
Right.
Then we see Kelly arrive, and she looked nice. Then we see Kenya arrive, but Kenya's in blue. And, she's coming down, and they like, Brit's like, I thought we were all wearing black. Of course, let it be Brit to clock that at all things for Kenya. So Portia's like, why are you not wearing black? And she was like, I didn't know I had to. She was like, girl, it's on the invitation. Like, how can you miss it? And then Portia, I'm finna get you. You talk about how did Kenya miss the memo of the attire? Just like how you missed the time at Shamia's party. You showed up 3 hours late. So she's wearing the wrong color. You showed up 3 hours late. You be all right.
Close your mouth.
So we see Kenya go around, and she gets, everyone either like a hug or air kiss, some of the sort. So she gets to Brit, and she, gives her a hug, and Brit's like, oh no, Kenya, that was a pat. That was a pat. And Kenya's like, I don't want to get no makeup on me. I don't want to get no makeup on you. Like, Brit, she does not know you. She does not know you. Like, this may be y'all's third interaction together. She does not know you. So I feel like for you to want her to embrace you with a big old hug, like, I don't know.
It's getting weird.
So we see Shamia arrive and she has her olive branch. And I thought this moment, I love this moment, seeing like Shamia take full responsibility and just say, hey, you know, I apologize for making fun of your physical appearance. That's not like me. And I'm glad that Angela immediately accepted it. Like, yeah, we can move forward. Like, no hard feelings. This is what we like to see.
State of love, bonding, trust, real friendship.
As they're sitting at the table, Kelly decides to want to call out Drew for bringing extra people to her event and then not buy anything. So Kenya's like, oh, who didn't buy nothing? Who didn't buy anything? And you know, Kelly does a side look at Drew, and Drew's like, I paid. I got my son a blazer, $2,000. You want the message? You want the proof?
You want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
And Kelly's like, yep, let me see. And she's scrolling through it, and then, boop, here comes a text from Dennis. And I just feel like in this moment, like, Kelly, like, I'm loving you. Like, you get real, you get funny, you get messy. Keep it up. Keep it up.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
As the ladies are sitting, we see the food come out, and the food look good.
The flavor, oh my God, it's so real. Like,
I love when they show food. Like, it's just like, yes, like, ooh, I want a bite of that. After they get their food, Shamia wants to play the girls her song, Never Had. So she plays the song for them. And in this moment, I just feel like, Portia, you are giving hater. You're giving the hater that we were thinking that you are when it comes to Shamia.
You ain't slick, hoe.
Shamia plays the song. You're like, oh, is that her? No, that's not her. That ain't you. That's Drew. That's your voice? I think I would know your voice. That ain't Drew. That ain't you. That's Drew. That ain't you. That's Drew. Why are you doing, like, why would Shamia be playing Drew's song? Like,
what's not clicking? What's not clicking?
And then just like what everyone's saying, this is your best friend. Like, how you not know your best friend's voice? It's giving weird. It's giving hater. And then at the end of it, everyone's clapping. Everyone's saying that, you know, it's a beautiful song. It sounds amazing. And you over here, was that you? Was you even on the record? Like, I just feel like that was so shady. And I'm sorry, Shamia, how you was bucking at Angela, you should have bucked at Portia. Like, don't do me like that. So the ladies decide to play a game. They're going to do a question game. Write a question down, put the person's name on it that they want the question for. So the first question is to Angela. Portia asks the first question to Angela, and she asks, what's a secret that you don't want us to know? And Angela's like, you know, I don't know. I'm an open book. Like, I don't know. How about that baby, that side baby? How about that? Like, maybe that is the one. But Angela's like, you know, I don't know. And then Portia says, oh, I've heard something about Charles. And just like anybody, if you say something about their spouse, what you hear? Like, let me know.
I would like to see it.
And Portia's like, oh, no, we'll talk about it later. That was funny on Portia's end, but if I was Angela, I would have been hot. Like, no, go ahead and say it. Like, you went ahead and blurted that out. You may as well go ahead and say what you done heard. Like, I thought that was a little petty, but okay. Next question, we see Kelly ask Kenya, you know, show us your panties.
Girl, what's going on?
And I'm like, what type of show is this? But hey, Kenya does it, and apparently either she had on some see-through pants or no panties at all, because Portia kept talking about how big at Moose Knuckle is, how big at it, baby, she got her fat ma. She got fat ma. She got fat ma in her, between her legs. Talking about she finna pick up the plate, eat the food. Like, baby, that's Big Mama. Fat ma. Okay? Big ma. So next question, Drew asked, and it's for Kenya again, and I'm Kenya with that question. She's like, I thought away, I already answered my question. But she ends up asking, and she was like, you know, why are you worried about married woman? And I couldn't read the thing, but either, I don't think Drew dumb. It's two things. Either Drew don't know how to read or talk, or Brit, you don't know how to fucking write. And I believe that Brit, you don't know how to write, because when she was writing, you said women. So you just telling yourself that you wrote that.
You ain't slick, hoe.
So Drew asked the question, and then Kenya's like, "Oh, it's just a habit." And Kelly's like, "Are you for real?" And Kenya's like, "No, I'm just joking." Then Brit goes with her question that she deliberately wrote, and then gonna lie, say she didn't. Can Kenya speak to Brit without an attitude? And Kenya's like, yeah, I can. She was like, I feel like I've spoken to everyone without an attitude. And Brit talking about, okay, but I'm not. It's not everybody. It's me. I'm talking about me.
You good? No, you're not. You're not, baby, and it's okay. You're not good, and it's okay.
Baby, are you not part of everybody? Like, this is a cast. If we say the cast is here, you part of the cast. If we say everybody, everyone is here, you a part of that. So why are you trying to differentiate yourself from everyone? Like, you are a part of everyone. And I love this moment. Kenya was not here for. She's like, okay, you clearly want a moment. That's what you want. You want a moment. And Brit's like, I don't want a moment. You want a moment. Do you need to step out? And Kenya calmly said, I am a moment.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
With her being so calm, and then, just giving her dust, saying like, oh, bye, like, you overuse my catchphrases, gone. And Brit just erupts, and I'm just like, unless they did not show anything else outside of that little conversation, why are you, get the fuck out of here, bitch, and calm down. And even all the ladies in the confessionals, like, like, calm down, it's not that deep, you're being exaggerative, over exaggerative, like, what's going on? You're doing too much. And then thinking that that's the end of that, you're going to the point where you're talking about, oh, you got guns and all that.
Oh my God. I thought this was a classy party.
And at first, I thought she was referring to, if y'all remember, the ladies were saying, well, some of them were saying that the location that they're at the dinner, it's at a bad location. So when Kelly was asking, like, you ready? And Brit's like, oh, yeah, I got my pistol on me. At first, I thought she was referring to just outside. Because then I'm like, okay, she's not necessarily threatening her. But as the episode went on, and she kept talking about Kenya, and then said, oh, I got pistols, I got whips. At that point, you're being threatening. You're threatening her. Because why are you mentioning that you have pistols and whips? It's never that deep. Like, it was never that deep. I just feel as though, because she pays you dust, and she called you, I forgot to mention too, she called you a peasant. Call her ass a peasant back. Like, it was never that deep to the point of where you are threatening her with whips and pistols. And I really wish Kenya had a confessional, that way we can hear her side of things, because in that moment, I truly feel like that Kenya was a little bit nervous. Hell, she even got in the car with Portia and Shamia. Like, and I don't blame her. Like, somebody's threatening to shoot me, I'm getting the nearest car that's willing to take me to where I need to go to. No one is playing these games. We'll see next week on how things will go. But that's all I got to say for this episode. Again, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'm going to see you on the next one.